Hello and welcome to December 26th, 2021. Yes, the day after Christmas. I hope everybody had a safe and happy and healthy Christmas if you celebrate. And if you don't celebrate, I hope you're at least in good health and enjoyed a relaxing day off. And before I put all the Christmas stuff away for the year, I did want to make a quick video to thank my viewers, both for their gifts and most importantly for their continued friendship and support of my channel. Now I'm actually going to start with a gift from last year, and this, well, I'm kind of cheating here. This was a gift to myself. This is the Lego Crocodile Locomotive. It is not a GG1, although it kind of looks like one. It's actually a Swiss electric locomotive that predates the GG1, and I'll be making a video about that later this week. But to me, Christmas is synonymous with Legos, and I spent yesterday and part of today building this locomotive, and I also assembled these two little cars that I had picked up sometime during 2021. But more importantly, I want to share what my viewers sent, and I want to thank them for it. So we're going to start with this here. Building Dreams and Memories in Port Aransas. And I know a lot of you who subscribe to my channel are going to know who that is. That is Boondocking with Dennis. Dennis is a good friend and a great supporter of this channel. And I get postcards throughout the year from Dennis, and I always enjoy receiving them because it's so rare anymore that anybody takes the time to send something handwritten in the mail. It's something I really appreciate and enjoy. And this first gift is something Dennis sent me earlier in the year. And Dennis, I sincerely apologize for taking until now to do a proper thank you for it. That's because I do plan to do a kit review of this, and it's been on my to-do list, well, for too long now. I will get to it. But anyway, this is an N-scale building. This is Woodland Scenics, Woodland Station, and Woodland Scenics makes some great products for model railroading. They're most known for their scenery, but they also make some really nice building kits, including this one. And I haven't decided yet whether this is going to go on my switching layout or the bigger layout that's going to go upstairs. I don't want to talk too much about the switching layout today. I did do some thorough coverage of it on day 12 of the 12 days of N-scale. And I have a whole series coming in 2022 about building this. But I'm going to be reworking the track in this corner. I don't like this curve. It looked great on paper, but it makes cars hard to couple. And this foam is only temporary. There's actually going to be, you can't see back there, but there will end up being another inch or so of foam. So I may actually have room to put that station here. Because the tentative idea is the station, industry. This will be a residential area. When you come down into the yard, this foam will actually be cut away on the final piece. This will all be industry. And I'm thinking about putting a station here on the main line. So this would be kind of a, short line from town out to the main line. And there's more to that story because you can probably surmise that I'm not going to be running my big Amtrak trains on the small switching layout, and you'd kind of be right. I do have that little trolley from day 2 that I could easily see taking that little trolley on a journey, kind of like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Except instead of going to the land of make-believe, you just come out to like a passenger platform here. And I may be expanding this layout in a modular way which would allow me to run my large Amtrak trains. And if I don't go that route because I haven't fully decided yet, then this will be on my bigger layout upstairs because passenger service is going to feature very heavily on that layout. So thank you for that kit, Dennis. I really love the style on it, and I will be doing a full review soon. Now for the real world of railroading, Dennis must have watched my summer series on my visit to Horseshoe Curve and to Altoona, Pennsylvania, because he sent this really nice book. And he didn't know this, but I happen to be a big fan of this series of books. They are filled with lots of vintage photos and good information. And I have a lot of these books for the local area, but I did not have the one for Horseshoe Curve. So thank you very much, Dennis. This will be some good reading over the winter. And I do plan to go back to Horseshoe Curve next summer and hopefully many trips after that. Horseshoe Curve was not a once and done thing for me. That is somewhere I plan to return to again and again. So thank you very much, Dennis. I really appreciate your friendship and your support. So next up are two gifts from my sister. For several years now, she has been sending me calendars of her own photography, and she is really good. She does photography, she does videography. She shares my love of trains. That's something we both grew up with. And she also likes nice scenery. She likes to go exploring. She's got some really nice up-close photos of things like wildlife and flowers and butterflies, summer and prior calendar years. That is the Canal Boat in Easton. That's something I'd like to check out and put on the channel someday. If you guys think my aircraft videos from my drive cam are good, you ain't seen nothing yet. She took this photo from the ground with a telephoto lens, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And we both share a love of amusement parks, which go back to our childhood, love of the water, and certainly a love of 425. I actually treated her to a ride behind 425 for her birthday this year. It was actually her first time seeing it in action and riding behind it, and we both enjoyed that very much. And there's one of the really close-ups of a butterfly, really phenomenal. And so anyway, that's something that I will enjoy throughout the year. Now this second gift, I'm not even going to try to fully explain, but I gotta say it's one of the coolest gifts I ever got. You guys know I'm into Legos. And this is a set. She custom made these three figures. And you may be thinking, so what, they're random, right? No. Her and I have a couple of characters we have been writing stories about since high school. Just short stories, usually humorous, although we've never shared them or published them because they're very much, you know, personal jokes. Things you kind of had to be there for throughout our life. So I could spend all night trying to explain it, but it would definitely fall flat for you guys. But needless to say, as soon as I opened this package, I knew instantly who these characters were, and it just really made my day. I just think this is one of the coolest things I've ever gotten, and you guys know I like Legos, so that makes it all that much cooler. So the next gift, can't really show you because most of it I've already eaten, and the rest is in the freezer, but my dear friend Joanne, she knows I not only don't like to cook, but basically am pretty incompetent at cooking. So she sent me a box of frozen meals that literally all you have to do is cut the plastic bag open, dump them in the crock pot, turn the crock pot on, and wait a couple hours. And you know what? That kind of cooking I can handle, and they're absolutely delicious. I've been enjoying them all month. I've got a couple left. Thank you very much. I've really enjoyed these. And it's been particularly during the pandemic where I'm not going out to eat very often. It has been a really nice break from the crappy microwave meals that I usually eat. So thank you, Joanne. And Joanne is the only one in this video that I'm talking about that does not have a YouTube channel. But for everybody else, I will leave a link in the description. And then lastly, I've got some gifts from my good friends Tracy and Leah Phillips. And once again, I ate some of them. You have to believe me on this one, guys. There were some really good cookies in here. Leah baked some really good cookies, and I called them breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they were gone pretty quick. Just kidding, Leah. I did make them last. And I did eat proper meals in between, thanks to my friend Joanne. Got a really nice card from them. Merry Christmas with a red pickup truck. I love these red pickup trucks. I've been seeing them more and more for Christmas decorations. I keep hoping that a real one shows up in my garage. So it says, wishing you a little holiday cheer everywhere you go. Merry Christmas, Jamie. I hope you had a great holiday season. I saw the train and thought of you. Love, Leah and Tracy. Thank you very much, Leah and Tracy. And the train that she's referring to, you've actually been seeing this for the last week and a half. It's this adorable white and gold train. We've got a steam engine, a bear with a drum, snowman with a package, and a person with a Christmas tree. And not only is it adorable, but it arrived just as I was about to start filming the 12 Days of N Scale, so it was natural to just add that to the props on my temporary holiday layout. And lastly, from Tracy and Leah, you guys who know Tracy know that he loves to review MREs. So this is just some goodies and snacks from some of the MREs. We've got chocolate peanut spread, strawberry jam, grape jelly, chocolate peanut spread, and peanut butter, and also the biggest crackers that I've ever seen in my life. So I had made some comments on some of Tracy's MRE reviews about how it'd be good to have some of these for my outings and exploration trips. So these will be something good that I can just slip into my backpack, and if I'm out for a couple hours and need a snack, I'll give these a try. And when I do, I'll let you know what I think. So thank you once again, Tracy and Leah. I really appreciate your friendship and support. Now, I mentioned that this beautiful crocodile locomotive Lego set was my gift to myself last year. It was actually one of two gifts. I also bought the Amtrak Genesis N-Scale starter set. So you might be asking, did I buy myself anything for Christmas this year? And the answer is no. Part of that was a financial decision, but the bigger part of it was just that I had so much to build that I had bought last year and over the summer that I didn't feel I needed anything else right now. And if I do want to consider anything a gift to myself, it would be this N-scale switching layout, even though most of what you see here I had purchased a while ago. But I just put this together a couple of days ago, and it's something I'm going to look forward to having a lot of fun with in 2022. And then in addition to that, you might be a little unfamiliar with where I was filming. Well, this room's been changing every time I've set foot in it lately. I filmed this video on what I call the upper deck, and I just finished building this on Christmas Eve. And I just brought it into the house a couple of hours ago. And so this is not a platform for another train layout, though, boy, I could build a really good one on it. This is actually going to be the workbench for my Cricut and my 3D printers and my Windows PC. And I'll be covering this in other videos. But it's kind of the new toy for the day. I've got under-counter lighting that I put in, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. It's got a remote control. You can actually change it from warm to cool. You can change the intensity of it. Yeah, that's my new toy today. But anyway, we'll cover that in another video. Today I just did want to say thank you again to Dennis, Vivian, Joanne, and Tracy and Leah. And thank you to everybody who watches this channel. Even if you don't leave comments, I still appreciate you taking the time to watch the videos and hopefully give them a thumbs up. So with that said, I do want to wish everybody a Happy New Year, and let's hope that 2022 is finally the year we get back to a little more normalcy. Thank you, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year.